years ago, when we started Durham on Air, we got a demo through from somebody called Chris Pollard, who sent the craziest couple of minutes of audio I'd ever heard in my life. And I thought, we've got to have him on the radio. And since then, every single week, he has produced 2 to 4 hours of the best radio that Durham on Air has put out there. The man is a living legend and a hidden gem. Durham on Air is going to be a worse place without Chris Pollard, without Chris Pollard Live. UK radio is going to be a worse place without Chris Pollard Live. Listen, mate, all the best for whatever it is you're going to be doing. Everyone at Durham on Air loves your work, loves you. You're such a good presenter, and we can't wait to get you back on the radio. Now, play some records.
Oh, Sam, you're going to make me cry. Yeah. Oh, very sweet of you to say so, but don't ever tell me what to do again. I don't play records, pal. I press buttons like this.
From stand-up to CM. Thank you, Chris Pollard Live. You saved me a fortune on my weekend food delivery. This the only show that lets me be on top of what's happening in my community. Words from your mother's vegetable patch. It's time for Chris Pollard Live. Thank you for my new dishwasher, Chris Pollard Live. Chris Pollard Live.
And like this as well.
This is a certified
By
good
good God
classic.
Almighty, the corruption and inequality that we face today must be destroyed. But only one radio show has the power to do so. Thank you for healing the nation. Chris Pollard, live.
It's Wednesday night, and you know what that meant. For one last time, let's join hands in thoughtful consideration for Chris Pollard Live, County Durham's first and only radio-centric information superhighway. What started as originally a semi-serious bet about the length of Craig Charles's back garden has now turned into over 100 episodes, 200 hours of the most can't-miss iconic media multiverse franchise today. You say Marvel's The Avengers, I say grow up. Yes, we've had all this homegrown community content for the last 2 years, and it's all boiling down to just one question here tonight. How much hairspray will it take to kill a badger? I'd say it doesn't really matter, depending on how hard you throw in the can. You say it's a disgusting ploy to get offended viewers phoning in on the last show. I say, where were you when my badger got hairsprayed to death? All that and much more getting answered later on tonight, hopefully. Rest in peace, Chris Pollard Live. We simply hardly knew ye. Tonight, as well as bidding farewell to this radio programme and the airwaves, we're going to be looking back over the last 12 months. 2022 was an absolutely turbulent time across national and local news cycles, and we're going to be rounding up some of the hottest news items month by month, taking you through each month chronologically in a format that's been described as many as quite a lazy thing to do on your last show. We'll also be casting our minds back over the last 2 years of Chris Pollard Live and hopefully trying to find out just where it all went wrong. That's playing hell with my camera, isn't it? Let's pop that over there. There we go. If you do want to watch tonight's programme, of course, you can do so at mixcloud.com/live/Durham on air. We're available on DAB radio and online at durhamonair.com. But before we can get on with tonight's final episode, I've got to thank tonight's final sponsors, whose 3 months worth of money I've already actually spent on fence panelling. First up, we've got Bruce Kingfisher's Hand in Pocket Martial Arts School. Would you like to ward off a gang of up to 70 assailants without ever removing your hand from your pocket? Be the first to learn my patented new Hand in Pocket Martial Arts program. Lessons weekly at 11 p.m. behind the leisure centre near that smelly woman's house. Bring your own torch. We are sponsored by a new self-help guide from Stephen Fry, So You Think You've Got Eczema. And we are sponsored by a new HBO documentary series, Around the World in 70 Clues, in our little blue ballet shoes, starring Jason Statham and WWE's The Undertaker. We are also sponsored tonight by the 2023 National Ring Piece Awards. So between now and 11, we've got non-stop action, drama, suspense, rom-com, enough to fire at you between now and 11. So let's find out what on earth could go down for one last time on tonight's program. Because on tonight's program we're going to be rounding up our epic investigation into whether or not worms can speak English when people aren't looking. We're going to be diving into another round of our popular game, Steal Your Neighbour's Washing Off the Line. We're going to be having a sit-down chat with top local forensics detective John Document. Tonight, though, because it is such a special show, we're going to be doing something a little bit different. So after this next song, I'm going to do the entirety of the rest of the show, hopefully entirely in Welsh. Stick around to hear how that pans out, after this on the last ever Chris Pollard Live. Send your grievances to the King.
Such a dreamer to put the world to rights. I stay home forever, but two and two always makes a five. I'll lay down the tracks, sandbag and hide. January has April showers, and two always makes a five. It's the devil's way now. There's no way out. You can scream, you can shout. It is too late now. Because that might be meditation, 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 meditation. Yeah, it might be your meditation, meditation, meditation.
My Uncle Wears a Wig on DAB and online radio.
Welcome back to Chris Pollard Live, the final episode, but still the nation's top wholesaler of rude omelette ingredients. You've just heard the criminally brilliant 2 + 2 = 5 by Radiohead. The start of the show, what a cover of Nirvana's Lithium there by Little Roy. What a show we've got planned for the last ever show here. And I hope that you're all doing well wherever you're listening / watching. If you're just tuning in now, earlier on in the show we spoke to licensed chemist Jane Gravy, and she had some top tips on staying safe this upcoming February. Not only is tonight our last show together, but also I promised to give a unique recap, Chris Pollard Live style, of the last 12 months in a way only we know how, chronologically. So let's peel back the sordid scalp of 2022 as the dogs shout in the background, and we reveal some of the biggest, hottest news stories of the last year, starting quite predictably in January. Last year began with the turmoil, trouble and treachery at number 10, with the whole Partygate reports begin to surface. At the front and centre of the claims, but stern in his denial of such, was the then Prime Minister Wobbly Bob Chuggins, the human chicken Kiev. Chuggins had been accused of breaking his own lockdown laws by holding over 450 booze-drenched Dance Revolution tournaments, making use of the arcade unit that was installed into number 10 by previous Prime Minister Theresa Graveyard. As the year was to unfold, so would the Partygate scandal, and we're going to be checking back in later with how we're getting on with Wobbly Bob Chuggins, the human chicken Kiev and former Prime Minister. Also in January, disgraced Royal Prince Andrew was denied a bid to dismiss a civil suit regarding his past behaviour, which is quite odd when you think about it, if he is as innocent as he said, because he's royalty. They'd have just got rid of that, wouldn't they? They'd have dismissed that if he's innocent. Talk about February instead, because that slapped us in the face like a wind-powered kidney bean. And as more photos and details emerged regarding Partygate, a confused Prime Minister Wobbly Bob Chuggins, the human chicken Kiev, implemented a bold new cabinet reshuffle in an attempt to distract and divert attention from the scandal. Included in the reshuffle was Jacob Rees-Mogg, moving to the role of Minister of State for Brexit Opportunities, which provided a handy distraction to us all for a week or so, while the entire nation died of irony poisoning. We were, however, resurrected just in time to witness one of the most substantial geographical events of our modern era. Russian President Vladimir Putin declaring to the world stage that he has really small, smelly balls by, of course, announcing the invasion of Ukraine, friendly neighbours Ukraine, which he then invaded. A war as well that still rages on to this very day in 2023. A war that could have been stopped if only someone had just carried on bullying Putin past his school days. You need to be bullied all the way through life, reinforce all his insecurities with every waking moment as an adult as well as a child. You've got to remember, people, bullying prevents fascism. And that's why, since the Ukraine invasion, I've set up my own charitable organisation, Bullying Prevents Fascism, with a goal to bring back bullying into our primary schools, secondary schools, colleges and creches of this great nation. As long as we are only bullying possible potential war criminals. Spot them young, tell them how stupid their haircut is, possibly save the world. 3 core principles I'm introducing for a war-free future. Just a bit of the work I'm going to be doing after the radio. You can't save the world just for 2 hours on a Wednesday evening. You've got to be doing this stuff around the clock. And you can book me to come and speak in your primary schools, secondary schools, colleges and creches. But be warned, I am planning to be quite abusive to anyone I don't really like the look of. It's all part of the programme. You'll understand once I finish the talk. We're going to be hearing more of that month-by-month rubbish of the biggest news stories of last year later in the show. But right now, for one last time, it's time for you, my gorgeous, stunning, brave girl boss family, to get in touch to Chris Pollard Live to chant for a sweet chance to win a cataclysmic prize on tonight's Chris Pollard Live Big Question. And tonight we are looking for your best suggestions, ideas and answers for the following big question. Now that Chris Pollard Live is coming to an end, what would you, that's you, like to see in my place on Wednesday nights going forward? Quite a simple question, but the best ideas will be forwarded onto management, and the best of which will be given tonight's big question, big prize, which will be a raccoon hairdo. I'm not sure if it's styled in the style of a raccoon or the raccoons do. I don't know, it's written down here. The winner tonight will win that, so get them in from now till 11 p.m. The best will be read out on air. And if you want to do that, you can text studio plus your submission to 88802. That's 88802. Email studio@durhamonair.com. You can tweet at CPL Infodesk. And I'm looking forward to hearing your thoughts. But right now, I just want to read your poems. Poems from you, the listener. Because we've got a few poems that have come in over the week. I don't know if people know that because the show is coming to an end, they wanted to just make my day a little bit more special. But we got some poems through. I'm very excited to read them through. The first of which is called Alan, and it was sent to me not yesterday. Alan is the man that lives down the hallway. He listens to his reggae music all day. I'd like to sit down with Alan down that hallway. I don't care what Davina McCall say. There's Alan there, that's been sent through from Movis. The next one's coming through from a Calvin via Twitter, and it's just under the word character count, so extra points for creativity there, Calvin, who says, a smarter man than I told me I should be more intelligent. I read all the books I needed to, all the ones that I found relevant. Now I'm a professor. I'm a professor in the sack. The only books I could keep from the library were the ones I left in no fit state to give back. By Sexy Calvin. So he does like to. He's put here that could you read my poem name out? My poet name as Sexy Calvin. So there you go, Sexy Calvin. Get in touch if you need any smooth moves or erotic pamphleteer. Finally, and from Gladys, it just says, round and round. Your love spun me round, round and round and round, and round and round and round, and round and round and round and round, and round and round and round and round. Stick around for more Chris Pollard Live after this first ad break. Geez, look at the time. We're not even going to play any music before. Let's get straight into adverts. I'll be back after this. Oh, that's Chris Pollard Live.
Durham, it's your city. And there's so much to see, do, experience, enjoy, share, try, and visit. But where do you start? Right here with the Durham Your City app. From the hottest restaurants to the coolest bars, the latest jobs to the newest events, where to be seen and where to escape to. The app helps you discover what's happening in and what's coming to Durham. So download the Durham Your City app today from your App Store and Google Play Store.
Euphoria, the new album from William Klein Bailey. An eclectic blend of easy listening jazz and soul, including Sanctify, Always, and the title track, Euphoria. Euphoria, the new album from William Klein Bailey. Now available on Spotify, Apple Music, and all popular streaming platforms.
SR7 Connect is the handy, local, community magazine, bursting with information for over 7,000 homes across the SR7 postcode. So, if you want to make connections with people across Merton, Dalton-le-Dale, Cold Heselden, Hawthorne and Seaham, get in touch today. Be smart, be seen, belong, be local. Visit our website at sr7connect.co.uk.
Working flexible shifts means I can be there for both my patients and my family this Christmas.
It means I can still enjoy Christmas morning and still support the ward with additional hours around my own commitments.
If you are a registered nurse or experienced healthcare assistant, Medax Healthcare offers a range of flexible working options all across the North East, with shifts to suit your lifestyle, so you can be there for the moments that matter. For more information and to apply, visit medax.com. Medax Healthcare. Be there this Christmas.
A secret unspoken, a haunting unexplained, a curse unbroken. The halls, passageways and ancient rooms of Lumley Castle hold them all. And the time has come for you to discover Lily of Lumley. Do you have what it takes to solve the puzzles, follow the clues and escape a deadly fate? Then take on the escape room at Lumley Castle and uncover the secrets held inside this 600-year-old castle dungeon. Book now, if you dare, at escapedurham.co.uk. Then come and discover the secrets of Lily of Lumley, only at Lumley Castle Hotel.
Are we the last living souls? 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 Chica gone, how you say? That's no way to behave. And just along beneath the
Chris Pollard Live. Don't call in, we don't have a phone line.
Come on!
Hello there, yes, welcome back to Chris Pollard Live. A joyous trip to some of the sexiest spots that I've managed to find, and asking you, the good listener, to put some Sudocrem on them for me. It's the last show ever, and boy George, am I sad to see you go, but am I glad to gauze all over your back while you're walking off. Earlier on in the show, we asked you what you think should be the replacement of Chris Pollard Live here Wednesday nights on Durham On Air. So keep them coming in. We've had some very interesting answers, and we're going to be hearing a few of them in just a short while. But right now, let's carry on and break down more of the biggest stories of the last year, and do so with our old friend March. March, however, let me just get back to the script here, was anything but friendly as the devastating invasion of Ukraine continued. To make matters far worse, now visiting the war-torn region was Prime Minister Wobbly Bob Chuggins, the human chick in Kiev. Some called it a return home for the garlic-filled escalope, others called it a missed opportunity, because while he was over there, he failed to end the war by looking cool near blown up buildings like he'd imagined. Over here in the UK, however, in March, we celebrated 50 years of Pride, a day of inclusion and love, if not slightly alienating to members of the colourblind community, who for that one day a year, they must think that we're being invaded by a sort of a dramatically but impractically dressed army of happy people. But fair enough, we can't include everyone in all the fun all the time, can we? April, the following month, saw the energy price cap for gas and electricity go up 54%. The then Chancellor, now Prime Minister Jigsaw Jones, declared that his hands were tied and there was nothing he could do to help the public. That would later be, of course, U-turned when photos were leaked showing Jones and Prime Minister Chuggins implicated in further party scandals. Photos leaked of the two attending what was called an all-you-can-snog party with TV chef Ainsley Harriott. PM Chuggins made a statement to Commons claiming he had no idea he was attending an all-you-can-snog party, and that's not what he'd bought a ticket for. He thought he was there. He had a ticket for a work event, and he was demonstrating to Ainsley how to de-seed his kumquat. Also in Tory sleaze that month, Neil Parish, Conservative MP for Tiverton Honiton, was suspended from Commons after watching porn on his phone. His excuse was that he was searching for images of tractors, and it's nice to not have to change anything to be silly. That actually happened. I mean, for crying out loud. For crying out loud, people. Who searches for photos of tractors? Lame. I've had some fantastic music so far. You've just heard Last Living Souls by Gorillaz. And we've also, surprisingly enough, had some anonymous correspondence. Because an email came in over the week, as did many, many, many others. But this one really warmed the cockles of the ocean. It reads, Dear Chris Pollard of Chris Pollard Live, I am saddened to hear of your imminent departure from the airwaves this week. As a long-time listener and frequent contributor, your Wednesday night show has taught me many things. How to load a dishwasher more efficiently. Where are the best places to look for really good stuff? How to legally seize construction equipment from active building sites. How to French kiss. I do remember that episode. Remember it being, should ring Tony. Most of all, he writes, most of all, I like the way you move. And move on to the next pasture you shall. But do remember, whatever may follow, may the contributions you made to County Durham stand as proud memory of 2 whole years of triumph. Is that nice enough for you? If you could PayPal me the 20 quid soon. Oh no, I should have deleted that. Yeah, I shouldn't have said that last bit. Yours anonymously, Ian Bradley. And not Ian Bradley who I went to school with, if anyone's... now it's time to place our final flipping disgrace into the chamber of shame before he weld up them doors and send it off to Santa Claus. Oh, shit. Because going into the final chamber of shame is Chris Pollard. Chris is a 27-year-old radio producer originally from Doncaster. He's recently announced he's to turn his back on the hundreds and thousands of people who weekly rely on him for tips on cheap shopping and holidays to pursue his passion of donkey tickling on a full-time basis. Let's play that again. The Chamber of Shame. His only response to the army, the hundreds and thousands of the Chris Pollard Live fanatics that he has betrayed so far, has been a press release in which he stated, "I can't wait to tickle them donkeys." What a divvy this guy sounds, and he goes. Very excited to tickle them donkeys though. Here's some more music. We'll be right back with more of the final ever episode of Chris Pollard Live. Point and a kill.
I do what I want, I do what I like, I know what face, I no fear nobody, nobody. I do what I want, I do what I like, I know what face, I no fear nobody, nobody. Point and kill, if I want it, it's mine, you can't stop me, hey!
Family no go so far, oh, in my lifetime. They be fine, doing proper, no lie, give me strength, let me prosper. Daddy say you want me to be lawyer, be doctor, riff-raff, kitty gun, window shopper. Oh yeah, fine boy, take away auntie, bougie, ile, oh I fancy when I see a type.
Point and kill, if I want it, it's mine, you can't stop me, hey! You can't stop me, oh, you can't stop me. Point and kill, you can't stop me, oh, you can't stop me. Point and kill, you can't stop me, oh, you can't stop me. Point and kill, you can't stop me, oh, you can't stop me.
I do as I want, I do as I like, I no watch face, I no fear nobody, nobody. Said I do as I want, I do as I like, I no watch face, I no fear nobody, no fear nobody. A mini paid, what can you offer? Snakes in the grass, no trust them. Point and kill any imposter. Smooth travel, never stuck in custom. That's in any city, you can come and see it with me. Reality will hit you, cause not everywhere's pretty. But for now, bring the Nara, come gimme. Can't stop greatness, what's the point in trying hard not to recognize all this pressure we applying? Tell my people rise up, can never be silenced. You think we're apologetic, I think we're defiant. Mommy say I gotta be a go-getter. Got the devil trying to tempt me, but I know better. Never been the type to not acknowledge all the signs. It's the fact that everything I want is in front of my eyes. So when I see it die,
point and kill, if I want it, it's mine, you can't stop me, huh? Point and kill, point and kill. You can't stop me, oh, you can't stop me. Point and kill, you can't stop me, oh, you can't stop me. Point and kill, you can't stop me, oh, you can't stop me. Point and kill, you can't stop me, oh, oh, you can't stop me.
Chris Pollard Live. Cottage cheese.
And welcome back to Chris Pollard Live, the Paul Pogba of community radio. Earlier on in the final show ever, we spoke to acclaimed Nordic pencil sharpener Daryl Gacki. Still to come on to show, however, I'm going to be performing my final 3 BMX stunts ever live in studio. I'm very much looking forward to that. I hope the BMX gets delivered on time. Right now, though, we've got to crack on. We've got so much to get through tonight, and I promised to get through the entirety of last year, and by Jove, I'll at least get to September. Where were we? April? How far are we? May. Okay. Yes, in May we had the infamous Sue Gray report, investigation results into the Partygate scenario scandal, casting even more bad light at the time on then PM Wobbly Bob Chuggins, the human chicken Kiev. The report contained even more damning evidence that the PM knowingly broke his own lockdown rules to invite fellow Conservative politicians round to number 10 for Dance Dance Revolution tournaments. Included was the shocking claim that MPs had even been sent out with a suitcase that was big enough to bring back all the change they needed in 20p's for everyone to get at least 5 tunes. Prime Minister Chuggins responded to the claims in Commons by saying something like that. Over here in none other than glamorous Durham, however, we became the centrepiece to another political scandal of our very own. Because now under scrutiny within the confines of Durham was leader of the opposition and soon to be voted in as world's most accurate Billy Bear Ham impersonator looky-likey, Mr. Keir Starmer. Keir Starmer has his own real name on this programme because his real name is stupid enough. Also in May we saw United Kingdom reach an eyeball-melting second place in the Eurovision Song Contest, falling only slightly behind the war-torn nation of Ukraine, which has me thinking if we really want to be aiming for gold in these things, we should at least level Middlesbrough, just flatten it. June gave us the hilarious phrase "platty jubes," which is still to this day one of the funniest things I've ever forced someone to get tattooed on the face due to debt. The train drivers went on time for the first strike in June. Again, something we're still experiencing to this very, very day. Of course, just down to the sheer unwillingness by our government to serve feta cheese on long-distance services. That's all the unions are asking for. Is not much. We asked something from you tonight, and it's quite clear that you aren't on strike here at the audience of Chris Pollard Live, because we asked for answers to tonight's big question, which was, of course, what should replace Chris Pollard Live in the Durham On Air schedules heading into the new year? And we've had emails, texts through. Darren has texted in, I'd like to hear a programme that focuses more. Are we back? We're back. We're back. Darren has texted in, I'd like to hear a programme that focuses more on the good that high-stakes sports gambling can bring to the world. Good luck with that one. Archie, has anyone thought of doing an audio-based crossword show? Think of it as a crossword mixed with an audio thing. Ring me and I'll sell you the idea cheap. Sounds like you might be onto a winner, Archie. Get that patented. Juliet has emailed in, there isn't enough general airtime on the UK devoted to UK-based water sports. And I'm not sure what path you're travelling down there, but I'm joining you down it and I'm agreeing with you wholeheartedly there, Juliet. Let's bring water sports back into the national forefront. More big question answers later. Get them through. If you want to do so, text studio plus your suggestion to 88802. You can email studio@durhamonair.com. You can tweet at CPL Infodesk for one very, very last time. But before we crack on with any more here from the CPL Community Contact Centre, we've got a bit of music to play, we've got your second ad break, and we've got to give you your last ever top 5. Oh no. Top 5 Chris Pollard live moments. Number 5, 2021's Guess the Medicine competition. Number 4, The Taming of the Pooh. Number 3, the bit where they hammer down the wrong chandelier. Number 2, the Chris Pollard live vagina monologues. And number 1, of course, 2020's aftershave taste test. I'm still in therapy. But here's Iggy Pop, who is in a nightclub, probably.
We see people, brand new people. There's something to see. Night clubbing, we're night clubbing. Oh, isn't it wild?
you been dreaming of the perfect fairy tale castle wedding, set among beautiful parkland surroundings, enjoying the finest food, luxurious accommodation, and impeccable service? At Lumley Castle Hotel, we're committed to making your dreams a reality. From the opulent wedding breakfast prepared by a master chef of Great Britain to parties and banquets in our impressive staterooms, our friendly team of wedding experts will guide you every step of the way. And our online wedding planner ensures you're in control of every detail. Make your perfect wedding a reality with Lumley Castle Hotel. Visit lumleycastle.com and download our free brochure to start planning your dream today.
Immerse yourself in a world of magic and mystery at the Magic Corner, Durham's very own secretive magic bar. Join Magic Circle magician Tom Bolton in your very own private magic show as he amazes, impresses and delights with fabulous sleight-of-hand illusions and incredible mind reading. Whatever the celebration, event or gathering, the Magic Corner is perfect for all ages, groups and families to enjoy, surrounded by the stunning history of Durham City. Discover the secrets and be amazed at the Magic Corner at Old Elvet in Durham. To find out more and book, go to themagiccorner.co.uk.
SR7 Connect is the handy, local, community magazine, bursting with information for over 7,000 homes across the SR7 postcode. So, if you want to make connections with people across Merton, Dalton-le-Dale, Cold Hesselden, Hawthorne and Seaham, get in touch today. Be smart, be seen, belong, be local. Visit our website at sr7connect.co.uk.
Ah, Italy. The beautiful landscape, the romantic history, and the food, dishes to enjoy for a lifetime. Perfectly made pasta, expertly crafted pizzas, succulent scallops, tender fillet steak, and fresh lobster. Bistro Italiano brings the authentic taste of Italy right here to Durham. Come and join the warmth of our family, where all you'll need is an appetite. Find us on Claypath in Durham City Centre or visit bistroitaliano.co.uk. Bistro Italiano, dishes that bring the whole family together.
I want God to come and take me home, 'cause I'm all alone in this crowd. Who are you to me? Who am I supposed to be? Not exactly sure anymore. Where's this going to? Can I follow through? Or just follow you for a while? Does anyone ever get this right? I feel no love. Confusion here, it is as I feared. The illusion that you feel is real. To be vulnerable is needed most of all if you intend to truly fall apart. You think the worst of all is far behind the vampire of time and memories has
Chris Pollard Live. Cottage cheese. Welcome back to Chris Pollard Live. For 2 years, your leading resource in the world of counterfeit currency. Still to come on tonight's final programme, did the Bee Gees really have night fever, or should they just keep their stupid mouths shut until they were diagnosed by a licensed medical professional? You have just heard Queens of the Stone Age with the Vampire of Time and Memory. Before the ad break, you heard Nightclubbing by Iggy Pop, two absolute slices of gold, up there with some of my favourite songs of all time, as a lot of these tunes tonight will be. So many of which have been discovered on this mad journey over the last 2 years, looking for music every week. A hobby of mine on Monday that I'm going to miss, certainly, because I'm not going to be doing it anymore. It costs me money after all. One of the greatest things, however, that Chris Pollard Live has given me, spiritually, is knowledge that I very well may have caused several pregnancies in the County Durham area. Not in the sense you're thinking, however, because I've actually had a coil installed myself. Why, actually, with this microphone cable I've just got off Amazon. What I actually mean is I've been influencing possibly some late night rumpus bumpus with some new relationships, friendships and more that have been harnessed and moulded under the romantic neon lighting of the Chris Pollard Live Connection section.
The Connection section.
Oh. So for one last time, let's make some magic happen, people. You've been getting in touch with your Lonely Heart listings, and tonight we've got what is effectively the clearance bin of human loneliness. So be warned, these are not going to look like your Brangelise, what's the name? Brangelise guest room or Jerusalem Jackie. But we've been so successful here on the Connection section that we've managed to pair off most of the good lookies, you know. And we're left tonight with purely the ugliest of ducklings. But regardless of that, they are tonight. Give them a try. Curly-haired but top-heavy snooker referee, 45, seeks a new belle of the ball to cuddle up to, get lost in fine cinema with, and someone that can also peel nectarines with their bum cheeks. My ideal lady is fully clued up on all current snooker laws and regulations, but failing that, would have at least £8 million in the bank. The former is preferred, but the latter will be able to pay for your first few snooker lessons at least. Please do not apply if we are related. Sandy Toxvig sound-alike, male, 24, is next up, who seeks a sympathetic, kind-hearted partner to tend to my various wounds and beat up people who stare at me on the bus. My hobbies include church-going, karaoke, frolicking and gallivanting. Also in the Connection section, we have a lonely but gorgeous Icelandic historian, 103, looking to settle down into retirement with any old slapper. That's all we've got for your Chris Pollard Live Connection section. Get in touch if any of that sounds interesting to you. But while we decide on that, here's your Chris Pollard Live Hot Headline.
Headline.
Your international hot headline this week: NATO summit scheduled for February following Macron's departure from oxtail processing plant. Caribbean cafe owner reveals surprising chest tattoo of an owl drowning in protest. Biden apologises for Ann Summers' delivery mix-up. That's your hot headline. Here's some music.
everything, and nothing prevented me. I do not seek man, no women neither. No, no women neither. No, no women neither. No, no women neither.
All this time to a world that's not mine, that I fade far away, that I fade far away. As I talk to myself, you emerge in a pout. Let me slip through your hands. I don't care where I land, 'cause I love what I hate, and I hate what I love. I hate myself.
This is Chris Pollard Live. Radio for Wasps. Welcome back to Chris Pollard Live. Yes, the final episode. You have just heard 6-1 by Shame. After that, you've heard Burning Down the House by Talking Heads. And yes, if you are just joining us and you weren't here last week, I'm not going to be here next week or the week after for some time. But if you are just joining us, don't worry, you're still here in time to witness the 2023 Stock Cube of the Year announcement here on Chris Pollard Live, where for the first time, as well as beef, chicken and vegetable, we're going to be awarding a prize out to the highest paid bride. We must thunder on with our show, and indeed thunder on with our recap of 2022's hottest news events, and into the second half of the year we go with Julie. 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 No, it can't be. I don't know anyone called Julie. Oh, July. July, well, twist my trousers if July wasn't the kind of month where you'd leave a Mars bar in your car for ages. It was all coming to a head in the Partygate scandal, and it was goodbye and thanks for the dance moves for disgraced sack of horse vomit Wobbly Bob Chuggins, the human chicken Kiev. He resigned following a wave of his supporters waking up from their Benylin-induced delirium and realising the gaff was on fire, but he didn't leave his post without giving us another iconic Wobbly Bob quote. Things were said to be getting so deceitful and devious behind closed doors that even Priti Patel didn't have to flush anyone's head down the toilet just to crack a smile on her face. Michael Gove was also pictured entering Commons wearing 2 straps of ammunition like Rambo, formed an X across his chest, which I guess, could represent his views on the schooling system. With Wobbly Bob gone, however, we had a leadership contest to determine a new Prime Minister, and that would take place over several weeks, ending in September. This somewhat lengthy process will be very important, but will definitely be worth it as long as it doesn't last longer than the Prime Minister that it appoints, because that would be very embarrassing, wouldn't it? Well, let's not jump the gun, shall we? Because that happened in September. We've not even got round to her yet. Because right now we need to quickly dash through August, and quickly dash through it I shall. Takeaways 5. The 5th of August, 7 p.m, Chinese. 3X bags of prawn crackers and can Diet Pepsi. 10th of August, 11 p.m, Kebab House, large chips, small bag of prawn crackers. 18th of August, 11 a.m, lunchtime order, Domino's Pizza, a small stuffed crust, pepperoni passion, additional toppings, gammon, egg, prawn crackers. On the 22nd of August at 9 p.m, I had another Chinese prawn crackers again, times 16 bags of. And on the 29th at 5 p.m, I had a Deliveroo drop-off from the Co-op groceries, 1 bag of prawns, 1 tub Jacob's crackers, but I sent them back and got them refunded due to some a confusion that I was having at the time. And hey, with Wobbly Bob out of the picture, maybe things are going to be looking up for September now. Maybe something that'll happen that'll unite us all again. Not a sad thing like losing someone that we all know, that'd be terrible, but maybe something like a really hard puzzle we all solve together, or we all learn a new song on the recorder, or something. But while we wait to hear what happened in September, I have a few of the last deals to tear out of my voucher book.
The voucher book.
Because once again, you could be the proud recipients of some cut price CAC here, courtesy of Chris Pollard Live voucher book, and you can be the proud recipient of a half-price entry pass when you quote Chris Pollard Live when entering County Durham World of Kiosks Museum. Over 200 kiosks from around the world, from 1890 to the present day. Just get lost in a world of kiosks. Or if you're small enough, just get lost in a kiosk. Half-price entry when you quote Chris Kiosk Clive. Live Kiosk. Also in the CPL VB, in brackets Chris Pollard Live voucher book. Buy one, get one free for you if you're shopping this weekend at Sofa Prints. They're Sofa Prints cheap. It doesn't mean that much at the moment, but trust me, when we're all older, that joke will work at some point. Buy one, get one free on any sofa at Sofa Prints that's under 10 quid, which is just the one that the staff smoke on. Good luck finding a like-for-like one of them. Just take that one home. And finally, in the voucher book, free entry all weekend to HMP Plimp Tissue. Simply commit a heinous crime, but not one with an extended sentence. Give us a call, and all month round, 24 hours a day, pick up and drop off is free from our one-of-a-kind, power-mad, small man syndrome employees. And you better be careful with your accent as well. They've historically not taken kindly to that kind of behaviour. It's time for our third ad break of tonight's show. Look at the time. I'll be right back after Eadmar Clackshaw by the fantastic Bill Callahan. It's the final Chris Pollard Live ever. Not my problem.
Working through death's pain. Last night I swear I felt your touch, gentle and warm. The hair stood on my arm. Shake a memory. Show me the way, show me the way, show me the way to shake a memory. I flipped my forelock, I twitched my withers, I reared and bucked. I could not put my rider aground. All these fine memories are taking me down. I dreamed it was a dream that you were gone. I woke up feeling so ripped by reality. Yeah, love is the king of the beasts, and when it gets hungry it must kill to eat. Yeah, love is the king of the beasts. A lion walking down city streets. I fell back asleep sometime later on, and I dreamed the perfect song. It held all the answers like hands laid on. I woke halfway and scribbled it down. And in the morning what I wrote I read. It was hard to read at first, but here's what it said. Eadmar Clackshaw, Zuboven Delbar, Mertepi Vinciner, Kofali Rakdar. Eadmar Clackshaw, Zuboven Delbar, Mertepi Vinciner, Kofali Rakdar. Oh, show me the way, show me the way, show me the way to shake a memory. Show me the way, show me the way, show me the way to shake a memory. Eidmar Klakshaw, Zuboven Delbar, Mertepi Vinciner, Kofali Ragdoll. Oh, show me the way, show me the way, show me the way to shake a memory. Show me the way, show me the way, show me the way to shake a memory.
Italy. The beautiful landscape, the romantic history, and the food, dishes to enjoy for a lifetime. Perfectly made pasta, expertly crafted pizzas, succulent scallops, tender fillet steak, and fresh lobster. Bistro Italiano brings the authentic taste of Italy right here to Durham. Come and join the warmth of our family, where all you'll need is an appetite. Find us on Claypath in Durham City Centre or visit bistroitaliano.co.uk. Bistro Italiano, dishes that bring the whole family together.
Working flexible shifts means I can be there for both my patients and my family this Christmas.
It means I can still enjoy Christmas morning and still support the ward with additional hours around my own commitments.
If you are a registered nurse or experienced healthcare assistant, Medax Healthcare offers a range of flexible working options all across the North East, with shifts to suit your lifestyle, so you can be there for the moments that matter. For more information and to apply, visit medax.com. Medax Healthcare. Be there this Christmas.
Euphoria, the new album from William Klein Bailey. An eclectic blend of easy listening jazz and soul, including Sanctify, Always, and the title track, Euphoria. Euphoria, the new album from William Klein Bailey. Now available on Spotify, Apple Music, and all popular streaming platforms.
Durham, it's your city. And there's so much to see, do, experience, enjoy, share, try, and visit. But where do you start? Right here with the Durham Your City app. From the hottest restaurants to the coolest bars, the latest jobs to the newest events, where to be seen and where to escape to. The app helps you discover what's happening in and what's coming to Durham. So download the Durham Your City app today from your App Store and Google Play Store.
Have you been dreaming of the perfect fairy tale castle wedding? Set among beautiful parkland surroundings, enjoying the finest food, luxurious accommodation, and impeccable service. At Lumley Castle Hotel, we're committed to making your dreams a reality. From the opulent wedding breakfast prepared by a master chef of Great Britain to parties and banquets in our impressive staterooms, our friendly team of wedding experts will guide you every step of the way. And our online wedding planner ensures you're in control of every detail. Make your perfect wedding a reality with Lumley Castle Hotel. Visit lumleycastle.com and download our free brochure to start planning your dream today.
I
alive. Adolf Hitler dead. On Durham on Air. Welcome back, one and all, to Chris Pollard Live, the final episode, where we're, for one last time, totally besotted by cornflower and cornflower-baked goods. Still to come on the last show ever, can we get to the bottom of whatever's in my granddad's attic? Christ knows. We're about to continue our roundup of last year's top news headlines on a month-by-month basis with September and October, but that's coming right up. A bit more tension there, because first, it's time for us to see here on Chris Pollard Live. In fact, let's just first say, there was My Shadow by J.R. Before the ad break, you heard I've More Clackshaw by Bill Callahan from Sometimes I Wish We Were an Eagle from 2009. Wow! I had a burp coming. What else is coming? Another big fresh batch of winners from last week, as we found out last week's winners.
Last week's winners.
Okay, fantastic. Yes, we had only 3 competitions last week, knowing that the show was coming to an end sooner rather than later. Gladys won the first of which was, of course, our Guess How Long My Morning Wee Lasted For competition, and she won that with a startlingly accurate guess of 3.83 seconds. For a prize, she's been sent the video evidence. Harry himself, that's his name, Harry himself, won a trip to the cinema for one in our Loneliest Film Geek of the Week competition. He is the geek of the week and no girls are speaking to him. He's going to be going to see something massively sad to do with superheroes, I reckon. But the winner of our grandest prize of all last week, and the grandest prize that we've ever put on, it's been a 2-year-long tournament that we've been trying to settle, but the Chris Pollard Live Trampoline Act of the Decade has been judged and decided, and I can now reveal it's been awarded to none other than IBS Claire. IBS Claire wins the Chris Pollard Live Trampoline Act of the Decade with her haunting Catherine wheel routine. We're going to be awarding her a cheque for £15,000, and I'm going to take her dad ice skating, and I'm just going to leave him there because he doesn't know how to drive. Let's continue with a little roundup of what's been going on in this last year, and let's talk a little bit like this, shall we? Oh yeah, oh yeah. Let's talk about September. Let's not do that in that voice. September kicked off. I've just read ahead, and I realised I shouldn't be doing the voice for what happened in September, because September kicked off with one of the single largest tragedies that any of us will ever have to live through. Something we thought would never happen, but it did. In that we lost our minds and declared Liz Truss as the most powerful person in the country. And we decided she deserved it. So much so. So very much so. Overcoming hot competitor and current Prime Minister Jigsaw Jones. The UK had realised that Liz Truss had now been bestowed more actual power than the Queen, and upon hearing that, the Queen promptly died, but has since been succeeded on the throne by Queen Chubby Fingers I. You go, girl. October arrived soon after, and so did the departure of Liz Truss as Prime Minister. Seriously, you go, girl. She was replaced, as I mentioned, on the throne by none other than Jigsaw Jones, former Chancellor and Dance Dance Revolution high score setter within the confines of number 10 Downing Street. He, of course, was the clear pick to take the job, as he had recently been beaten in a leadership contest by Liz Truss, who lasted shorter than my addiction of eating squirrel hair. One that I gave up quite quickly because they're very hard to catch without an unfair weapon advantage. And I'm not one to take shortcuts. That's not me. Never the lazy way. Anyway, I couldn't be bothered to write a link, so here's some more music. I'll be right back with more on the final Chris Pollard Live ever. Goodbye.
Received a letter just the other day. Don't seem to wanna know you no more. They've laid it down, giving you their score. Within the first 2 lines it must be read. You're not to come see us no more. Keep away from our door. Don't come round here no more. What on earth did you do that for? Our aunt, she don't wanna know. She says, what will the neighbours think? They'll think we don't, that's what they'll think. We don't, but I will, cause I know they think I don't. Our uncle, he don't wanna know. He says, we are disgrace to the human race. He says, how can you show your face when you're disgrace to the human race? You're an embarrassment. Yes, an embarrassment, a living endorsement. The intention that you have booked was an intention that was overlooked. They say stay away, don't want you home today. Keep away from our door, don't come round here no more. Our dad don't wanna know, he says, this is a serious matter. Too late to reconsider. No one's gonna wanna know ya. Our mum, she don't wanna know. She says, I'm feeling twice as old. She said, thought she had her head on her shoulder. Cause I'm feeling twice as older. I'm feeling twice as older. You're an embarrassment.
Alright, let's get another tune on for my dad. Love you, Dad. Thanks for all your help with the show over the years.
In our city there's 1,000 things I wanna say to you, but whenever I approach you, you make me look a fool. I wanna say, I wanna tell you about the young ideas, about your time now made a mess. In our city there's 1,000 faces are shining bright, and I'm scoring faces 125. They wanna say, they're gonna tell ya about the young idea. And man, yes, and now you said you better.
Chris Pollard live, and I gotta tell you, I love licorice.
One step beyond.
Goodness, oh my goodness. Welcome back to Chris Pollard Live, a glow stick full of poison travelling down the digestive system of the next generation following a mix-up at a sort of a trendy cocktail bar. It's the last show ever, and we have but moments to enjoy these moments together. So let's quickly round up November and December 2022 and all the big news stories that went down in those 2 months. It was basically Christmas for 8 weeks. There we go. There's November and December summed up for you there. I would like to add Christmas happened at the end of December, shortly followed by the New Year. Two news stories for you there. Off the top of my head, over that period we had a World Cup, which felt about as World Cup-y as getting a cup and writing world on it and saying this is the World Cup. But that's probably problems that I need to deal with, and I should have tried to enjoy it more instead of being so driven by the whole politics of the scenario. But these are things that we can all work on in the time that we have together and apart over the next God knows how long. And I don't know what I'm talking about. There's still a war on. There was still a war on. There's just still death and carnage across the world, which is not fun at Christmas time. Yeah, I don't know. Gareth Southgate, eh? Gareth Southgate. Let's sack all that off and never talk about that sickening 2022 again. We're doing nothing but looking forward to the future now. That's all I'm willing to give for November, December. That's all that happened. Here's your Chris Pollard Live Community Corkboard.
The County Durham Community Corkboard.
Yes, welcome to the County Durham Community Corkboard here on Chris Pollard Live. Your one-stop shop for those community council meetings, notices, bullet points and points of interest and viewpoints. All your services, requirements and listings locally, all gathered together in a boiling pot of information, transmitted audio and video to you, the good listener / watcher. Fantastic. Our first posting here on the County Durham Community Corkboard. Grass cutting lessons available with old Toby Rowland Jones in the new year. Your first lesson will be free as long as you bring your own scissors and don't ask to use mine because it'll take twice as long. We'll be meeting on the park behind my nephew Peter's house this Wednesday at some point later on when he's done his homework. Also on the Chris Pollard Live final community corkboard, a found notice. Discarded skateboard found near my house. It smells of baked beans. The skateboard, not my house. The graphic on the back of the deck depicts Teddy Roosevelt deep frying his mum's beard. I will return this skateboard to owner if you can teach me how to do a kickflip or can explain to me why it smells so strongly of baked beans after the 6th time I've washed it. Don't wash a stranger's skateboard, that's how you get illnesses. We've got another posting here through. There will be a meeting coming up very soon. If you're still part of the group that's planning to travel to Scotland, to remind you that it's not really that cold or depressing in Durham. It sounds to me like it's going to be a very bleak journey up there. Lovely stuff. And also, finally, on the County Durham Community Corkboard, if you want to hire one of the nation's leading radio hosts, I wouldn't really know who to get you in touch with, but Darren Hilm of Seaham does a very good impression of Chris Moyles, and I have heard it over the phone, and it was quite Chris Moyles-y. It wasn't bang on, but you'll fool a deaf person. Blah, blah, blah. There were your 4 postings for the final Chris Pollard Live Community Corkboard. What a bittersweet feeling suddenly washing over me. Let's play one more song for my dad, shall we? This one's for you, Dad, and no one else. You take care, guys. I'll be right back after the final ad break to say goodbye one last time. It's Chris Pollard live. The charity special. See you after this. Woo!
Durham, it's your city, and there's so much to see, do, experience, enjoy, share, try, and visit. But where do you start? Right here with the Durham Your City app. From the hottest restaurants to the coolest bars, the latest jobs to the newest events, where to be seen and where to escape to. The app helps you discover what's happening in and what's coming to Durham. So download the Durham Your City app today from your App Store and Google Play Store.
Euphoria, the new album from William Klein Bailey. An eclectic blend of easy listening, jazz and soul, including Sanctify, Always, and the title track, Euphoria. Euphoria, the new album from William Klein Bailey. Now available on Spotify, Apple Music, and all popular streaming platforms.
SR7 Connect is the handy, local, community magazine, bursting with information for over 7,000 homes across the SR7 postcode. So, if you want to make connections with people across Merton, Dalton-le-Dale, Cold Hesseldon, Hawthorne and Seaham, get in touch today. Be smart, be seen, belong, be local. Visit our website at sr7connect.co.uk.
Working flexible shifts means I can be there for both my patients and my family this Christmas.
It means I can still enjoy Christmas morning and still support the ward with additional hours around my own commitments.
If you are a registered nurse or experienced healthcare assistant, Medax Healthcare offers a range of flexible working options all across the North East, with shifts to suit your lifestyle, so you can be there for the moments that matter. For more information and to apply, visit medax.com. Medax Healthcare. Be there this Christmas.
A secret unspoken, a haunting unexplained, a curse unbroken. The halls, passageways and ancient rooms of Lumley Castle hold them all. And the time has come for you to discover Lily of Lumley. Do you have what it takes to solve the puzzles, follow the clues and escape a deadly fate? Then take on the escape room at Lumley Castle and uncover the secrets held inside this 600-year-old castle dungeon. Book now, if you dare, at escapedurham.co.uk. Then come and discover the secrets of Lily of Lumley, only at Lumley Castle Hotel.
Closet.
There we go. I was going to act all cool and act like I weren't bothered that this is the end of the show, but just a huge wave of sadness has taken over the Chris Pollard Live Community Contact Centre. So let's not do anything silly. Let's thank Sam, the boss, the top boy in charge of Durham On Air, without which there wouldn't be a channel, there wouldn't be a Chris Pollard Live, there'd be none of that. And he's done it all by himself. So thank you very much for giving me a platform to be stupid. Thank you, everyone who's listened whenever. I need to go look after myself so I can return and pretend that I'm looking after you again. You know? But until then, guys, it's been a pleasure. Thank you. If we don't get to do this again in this format, thank you very much. It's been a stressful honour to do this by myself. I'll be back soon. Down the line, months, whatever. But yeah, from the CPL Community Contact Centre, look after yourself and those around you. Thank you. And goodbye.
Satellites gone up to the skies. Things like that drive me out of my mind. I watched it for a little while. I like to watch things on TV. Satellite of love. Satellite of love. Satellite of love. Satellite of. Satellite's gone way up to Mars. Soon it'll be filled with parking cars. I watched it for a little while. I love to watch things on TV.